Alright, bunch more donations and deliveries. I laser cut some name tags for the luggage. So we have an appropriate accompaniment. We have ball chain with some ball chain joiners, some spare joiners because I always mess them up, some key rings and some key tags. So we will come up with a combination of stuff that will make these things. I won't show you the other side, they've got personal info on them. But yeah, they're two-tone orange on white acrylic name tags with adhesive backing. So, good stuff. We'll see what else shows up. Alright, so we have some donations, some mundane stuff. We have some blue tack, because I've got some metal casting to do. This is useful for covering up the sprues of the metal. Packing tape, pretty standard stuff. Found a bike lock. Not sure how cheap it's going to be or how useful, but should be good for locking my bike up while I'm in the shops for 5 minutes. I would hope. It's better than nothing anyway. And we also had a set of incredibly cheap headphones from Air New Zealand from a recent flight. These are interesting. I'll probably unbox them in another video. Not much else at the moment. We'll see what else shows up. Okay, we've had another postal delivery, and this one is in more easily openable packages. I just need to shuffle this around so we don't have serial numbers on the top of things. That is something. That's something. There's a few things in here. I wonder how many things we've got. Let's have a look. That one. That looks to be all that's in that main plastic bag. Okay. Let's see what we got. Now there will be definitely a mix of stuff this time. We did some orders with the assistance of my apprentice, which is where these come from. So we're doing a bit of an exercise in economics. She buys little like costume jewelry stuff for about $5 a piece. That is $2 worth. So we're going to make a few. She'll probably end up handing a bunch out to her friends. So let's have a look what this is all about. This thing is... Okay, I need a blade. That's not a knife. That's definitely a scalpel. Alright. I don't know why I'm being careful about the packaging. Alright. That is... What have we got in here? Ah, some little jewelry beads and stones and stuff. That's interesting, yep. These are just like random different tumbled or polished stones to make pendants for the kid. So my apprentice will definitely have some fun making very cheap jewelry. So that whole stack there presently is about $5 worth. What's this thing? These I think are some silver rings, silver like yeah, just like the ring loops you put on jewelry. I won't open them because I'll go over it. I know. These are like jewelry hooks and chains. These are costume chains. There's a few of them in there. You come to my channel and looking for jewelry stuff is probably the last thing you think of. But I do a little bit of jewelry. I made quite a few things. Oh wow. No, this is not it. This is just a very nice looking little tree of life thing. This was meant to be a silver one, but you know, it is what it is. It's a costume jewelry thing. It does look nice. So, get rid of those. There's nothing else in there. But again, when you're trying to keep kids happy, you try and do it on a budget. See what's in this one. I see a plastic bag. Oh, there's a little heart pendant. Okay, so this is all mostly just jewelry stuff. These are some little stone pendants. I think they're made out of quartz or something. Natural stone onyx. Onyx, quartz, jaspers, I don't know. A bunch of things, but they're little hearts. So, yeah, probably not something you'll see a video on, but something that I'm sure will keep some kids entertained anyhow. So we'll work on that later, and there is some electronic stuff showing up. We'll be more excited about that. Alright, we're going to turn some lights on for this one. We had another delivery has arrived. Labelled as mini musk sticks, but I'm reasonably confident I didn't order anything like that, but I think I do know what I did order. Let's see if I can get a blade in here. We'll open this up in just a second. I had something go ding in the kitchen too. We'll open that up for a second. See what we got. 2 kilograms of fruit puffs. These are from New Zealand. We're going to make lolly cake with these. One of the drawbacks to recording stuff while other things is happening is you sometimes get people from voice chat bleed into the recording. That's fine. Now, these are a bit harder than I'd expected, but there is a New Zealand delicacy that I've come back from New Zealand with a taste for called lolly cake or lolly slice. The key ingredient being malted biscuit and fruit puffs. Now we have shockingly 2 kilograms of these that was cheaper than buying one 200 gram pack from another importer. So we'll see how we go with these. We've got a lot to make and I don't know how I'm going to store these and keep them sealed, but we'll work it out. We'll be probably making it for Christmas dinner too. Anyway, we'll see you in the next delivery. Right, another rather mundane delivery just arrived, but malted biscuits and condensed milk. Alright, we're going to make some lolly cake. Alright, it's warm temperatures are back again. I'd need to fix this thing so the channel members can get acknowledged there. We have another delivery from China in the unscissorable bags. Let's see if I can find a way to use a scalpel blade to lose my fingers here. And I say that so that I exercise caution using a scalpel blade. Right, let's have a look here. One outer bag. There's something else left in the bag still. I have accidentally thrown out small items before in these bags, so I check thoroughly. Let's check the biggest bag here first. Not be too heavy with the scalpel because I can cut things. Oh geez, okay. I must have had a night on AliExpress. What is all this junk? Holy crap. How much did I get? Okay, that looks like all of that. So, yeah. Alright, oh, this is bigger than I thought. This is a Fresnel lens. In the summer, these are wonderful fire starters. If these are the right size, I'm going to try and make like a foldable sheet and maybe make a solar cooker out of these, or like a water boiler. I'm going to have a play around with one, see how we go. They're cheap. What is this thing? This is a DisplayPort to HDMI. I think they were really cheap. So, oh, okay, I cancelled. Okay, there's some orders that I cancelled and didn't pay for and they've sent me anyway. These appear to be USB card readers. It remains to be seen if they're USB 3. We'll find out. I would certainly expect that they would advertise it, but they are saying USB 2.0 on the front. I thought I was getting one of these, so I've got a whole bunch of illuminated push buttons. Well, that was certainly good value. That was about $1 worth of push buttons. Okay, that's money's worth. This thingy is supposed to be a little like remote grabber thingy. Not sure how it works. Or maybe it's a screwdriver, I don't know. That's an interesting thing. These are things I will explore probably in a later video. This is a DHT22 sensor, I hope, which might fix this. It might finally fix the sponsor thingy. If I can find out why it's giving 12 volts to things. This appears to be a GPS module with the antenna and breakout board separate. We will work out how that works later. This appears to be a DC 5 volt to 3.5 volt 12 volt USB step up board. I think this is a USB buck boost converter with a knob hanging out of the side. Yeah, adjustable buck boost converter. Okay, so I can get 12 volts out of a USB port. Don't know what I use it for. A couple of spare probes. These things, I think I have a couple hanging around the side here. I use these on my test leads on my desk. They're just like pointy test probes. And okay, apparently they come with these as well. Alright, these might actually be good. These feel like quality multimeter probes. This is hopefully, let's just open this one because you can't see it. This is like a little incremental voltmeter that's really tiny. I'm hoping this might fit inside my acrylic wallet. That'll be good if I can work on that. So what else have we got? Get rid of that. These are just like random little junk. This is supposedly USB-C fast charger, but it has a green port. and it goes into a cigarette lighter socket. So that's interesting. What else have we got? What are these? These feel like something. Let's try scissors where the knife. Okay, maybe I just need real scissors. And I'm not using my good fabric scissors for these. These are a random assortment of fashion jewelry charms. This will go with something I got previously, which you probably would have seen, are these things. This is something my apprentice can put together to make some jewelry that is disposable or losable. It doesn't cost $5 a pop. Let's see what this thing is. This is the little grabber. This has got a little claw for grabbing small parts. That's nice. I like that. Okay. Alright. So we are still going through stuff. I just forgot to turn the video on for some stuff that I'm doing here. What do we got here? This feels like something heavy. Let's see what we got. This might be supposedly sterling silver chains, an assortment of them. They do sort of look like silver. Let's grab a magnet real quick. Well then, they have a bit of, they move a bit like silver should, but they're not magnet. Well, that little bit on there that's the tie. So they might be genuine silver chains. That again is for the apprentice for some jewelry stuff we're working on. Alright, not about this thing. This feels like a very big thing in a small case, and I need to just do an F11 here for a minute. My stream recording thing has failed, so the phone will be the backup. Oh, now these are smaller than I thought. These are little silver rings to help connect jewelry bits together. I think they sent me the wrong size because I requested 12mm ones. These are more like 3mm ones. Anyway, still stuff I could probably make some chain out of that. That's okay. But yeah, it's a bit. Ooh, nearly had got an observer there burping in the background. Almost had a scalpel through the fingers. What is this thing? There's definitely all of that. Oh, these are a bunch of switches. Random switch. I think this is about $1 worth of switches. What I've been doing is I've been getting onto AliExpress, searching for all the things I want, not buying them, and then waiting until I offer you those like $1 picks. And then I've been getting all this stuff really cheap. So this was just an experiment in screwing with the system. So I have a bunch of random things. Oh, we have flush cutters. Now I use flush cutters. I get the Duratec ones from JCar, and these are very nice. But these don't feel too bad. We'll see how they fare. Try them out. They have a little pointy guard on them, so that's nice. We're getting towards the end of them. What was this? Oh, this is another chain. This is hopefully a silver chain. It must have come out of something, one of the other ones. So that's another interesting silver chain. And this feels like the last of our packages for now. It's a white mystery box. What's in the white mystery box? I don't even recall what this junk was. Oh, that's a lockpick set. Okay, let's have a look. So, we have a bonus set of little mini ones, including wave rakes and some other stuff, some picks and turners and hooks and stuff. On a little, like, these things are the bit that I want. And then we have, obviously this is, do we loosen that up? I don't know how this is meant to work. This looks like it's meant to be turners or something in here. I don't know how they're meant to come out or whatnot. This I will investigate later, but this is like the turning tool that goes with the lockpicks. The advertising made it look like the lockpicks are in this, so we'll see. Either way, these are small enough I can pack these into my wallet, which is what I wanted. So there is some distractions with these, so we'll work on that later. But all in all, it's been an interesting haul of random junk. See you in the next one. Right, clarification for those yelling at me about the lockpick. This bit slides out, this bit loosens, you drop your desired lockpick out of the stack and then tighten it up, and it tightens up. Then you can use the turning tool separately and use the lockpick. And these are obviously a selection of other picks that you can swap at as your needs see fit. Alright, nifty. Now, I had forgotten, this thing is an automatic center punch. I think I have one of these in the shed already, but this is a different style. It suits me a little bit better. This one's a bit adjustable and serviceable. You can pull it apart and service bits. So that's nifty. Alright, we have a mixed bag of deliveries just arrived here, including some Rust-Oleum paint. Maybe my mailbox is going to change colour soon, and there's magpies outside warbling right at my window staring at me. Bit hard to do this when you're being watched. I've got a couple of project boxes here for various purposes. Also on the mailbox project is going to be this one. We may be incorporating one of these little boards in the mailbox soon, and a few things. That'll be a whole project on its own. Doorbell, also part of the mailbox project. Some fresh alcohol, that's what we need, some more of that. Found in the roll-end bin at the local J-Car. Found some 2-core power cable. This looks like it's yep, 2-core red and black. Got that cheap. It was like at the end of the roll. Now we are going to experiment with some pavement ants, with some ant killer gel and some cockroach killer gel. And we noticed we had a cockroach in the fridge the other day somehow. Don't know how. It didn't look healthy. We're going to put some of these around and see if we can catch what's running around the house. So that'll be interesting as well. Generally, I find if you find one roach or one baby roach, there's probably 1,000 behind it. So I really hope we don't have an infestation, but we'll work that out later. Anyway, lots to do, lots of projects. We'll see you all in the next one. Alright, a couple of quick deliveries. We have a tamper-proof tap handle. These are what you use if you're using like public dump points and taps that have had the like the handles removed, tamper. We have visitors as well, I'll have to deal with in a minute. And we have a new tap as well, because our kitchen one broke. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to fit that. Anyway, I'll see what else we get. But this might be the end of the month.